It's me, Dwana Turner, your independent beauty consultant with Mary Kay Cosmetics, and I'm here today to show you how to create a 5-minute face. Of course, with me talking, it's going to be a little bit longer, but when you're doing this on your own, it should take only about 5 minutes. Now remember, I always prime before I get started. Lip primer, eye primer, and foundation primer. So I'm going to apply my foundation primer first. That should be about enough to cover my whole face. Spread it across my fingertips. And I concentrate in my T-zone because I am very oily. So this helps to control the oil, and overall it helps the foundation to go on smoother, and it also lasts longer. Okay. Now during the summertime, I tend to use a lot of finishing spray, which is this right here. So after pretty much every step, I will be spritzing on a little bit of this. So as you can see, I sprayed it in a T motion and then in an X. And you want to do this about 6 inches away from your face. Now I'm going to apply my eye primer. And a little bit goes a long way, so you don't need a ton of eye primer, a ton of foundation primer, or a ton of lip primer. Always use my ring finger, and that's about the amount that I would use. And you just dab it, rub gently all over the eyelid. I like to go up into the brow. And what the eye primer does, it helps to prep the eyelid for your eye colors. It helps to keep them from creasing, and also helps to control the oil on the eyelid. The other thing that it does, the colors pop nicely on their own, but the eye primer helps the colors pop even more. So now I'm going to put on some lip primer. And this helps to fight the signs of aging around the lips. Your lip colors wear longer, and it also helps to keep it from bleeding around the edges of your lips. Okay, so 2 eye color brushes. This one is the eye smudger brush, and this one is the all over eyeshadow brush. And make sure you always have a clean one of these available, or use the Mary Kay brush cleaner to clean this off in between so that you can use it to blend. So I'm only going to do 2 colors today. Make it real simple, because again, it's a 5-minute face, so you don't want to spend a whole lot of time doing this. I didn't do my eyebrows. If you want to opt to do that, that's fine. So I'm going to use Sandcastle, which is the shade right here, as my highlighter. I'm going to apply that right along the brow bone. Right in here, just to kind of give my eyes a little lift. And as you can see, I'm patting it on instead of brushing it on because it gives you more control over placement, and also intensifies the color. All right, and then I'm going to use the all over eye color brush, and we're going with Mahogany, which is this shade right here. Or if you want to go with the lighter one, you can. This is Hazelnut or Cinnabar. I'm going to go with Mahogany all over my lids and up into the crease. And again, as you can see, I'm patting the color on to control placement. all over the eyelid. And if you, these are matte shades, so if you want to add a little bit of shimmer, you can actually just take one of the shimmer shades, like Shiny Penny or Burnished Bronze, if you're going to stick with the brown family, and this, or Rustic. It has a little bit of shimmer to it, but these will give you a pop of color right in the center of your eyelid. Alright, so just pat it up onto the brow bone where it meets the highlighter, all up and around here, and then we want to blend. Now the reason I do my eye colors first is so that I can use my foundation to clean up any stray color that may have dropped onto my face right around this area, or I may have extended too far past where I wanted to. Now you could also dust a little bit underneath on the lower lash line, but it's completely up to you. Alright, so I'm going to go to the other eye. Sandcastle. And as you can see, this is a really, really simple look to achieve. Doesn't take a rocket scientist, doesn't take a lot of work to achieve it. So this is something that anybody can do, even a novice. Now I tend to wear, 3-4 colors at a time, but when I just want to dash out the door and do something quick, this is actually one of my go-to looks. And as always, you want to be very gentle in the eye area, so you're going to gently pat your colors on. Now it's up to you if you finish with eyeliner. I always recommend mascara, of course. We have a lot of great mascaras if you're wanting a lot of volume. Lash Love, Lash Intensity, and even this one right here, the Lash Love Panorama. That has become a quick favorite. It is limited edition though, so it won't be around too long. I do hope that becomes a regular line mascara. Okay. And you can always go back through and touch up later if the intensity isn't quite what you want, or if it's too intense, you can go tone it down a little bit. Now, CC Cream Sunscreen Broad Spectrum 15. This is my go-to for the 5-minute face, or a mineral powder foundation, or a cream to powder foundation. During the summertime though, I like to keep it really light and airy, so I tend to go more with the CC cream, and I'll dust a little bit of the mineral powder foundation over it to help absorb some of the oil. So this is something that you can apply with a brush, or you can use your fingertips, or you can use a cosmetic sponge. Naturally, the one that reduces waste is the brush, so that's what I'll be using. I'm actually using the blending brush. We also have a liquid foundation brush, which is great for this as well. So, circular motions, and the CC cream, is important to note, comes in very light, light to medium, medium to deep, deep, and very deep. I am using I'm using deep. One, because I've already started to tan for the summertime, and this actually adjusts to your skin tone. So that's one of the reasons why I absolutely love this, because it covers a broad spectrum of skin tones. And then it has the sunscreen already in it, so you know, day out at the beach or the pool makes it really, really easy. Now, as I mentioned, I did not do my eyebrows today, so just be sure to apply around the eyebrow area so that you can kind of give it a little bit of definition. If you are going to do your eyebrows, that should be the first step after you do all of your priming. Now, of course, all of our foundations are buildable, so if this is not quite the coverage that you're looking for, you can build it to suit your taste. As I mentioned, during the summertime, I like light and airy, so we're going to stick with one application. Just blend it around nicely. I'm going to let it air dry for a few moments, and then I'm going to apply the makeup finishing spray. And always shake it before you use it. Alright, let that air dry. Then if you choose, of course, like I said, I tend to like dusting my face with the mineral powder just for purposes of finishing the look and also to help control oil because I am oily during the summertime. As you can imagine, it's exacerbated by the heat. So this is the mineral powder foundation. This comes in a wide range of shades, all the way from Ivory 0.5 up into the deep bronzes. This is a bronze 1. I'll be switching to a bronze 2 very soon. As your seasons change, your foundation should as well, so that you avoid having, you know, looking a lot lighter on your face than you are on your neck because you're tanning, and vice versa. During the winter, you're losing your tan, so you want to lower your shade as well. Alright, so I'm just going to, and you can do this with mineral powder or the translucent powder, but I'm just going to pat a little bit, mostly in the areas that I tend to get oily, which is the T-zone. So that's across the forehead, my cheeks, my nose, and then the chin. And then usually I'll just go and I'll dust a little bit on the cheeks, down across the forehead, just like that. Alright, so you're all set with that. If you want to add a little color to your face, if you're a cheek color wearer, that's great. Or if you just want to give yourself kind of like a little bronze glow, you can actually use one of the highlighters here based on your skin tone. I tend to use Honey Glow. This is my favorite right here, but I can also use Glaze. So what I'm going to do is just dust a little bit of that along my cheekbones, just to give myself, you know, a really, really nice glow. So I'm going to take the cheek color brush and the tall bristles on the back, swipe these into the Honey Glow, and then just brush it along the cheekbones, right, the cheekbone area, right in here. Now sometimes I will add an actual cheek color just to kind of, you know, lift my face a little bit more. I'm going to do that with Hot Coral, this shade right here. I absolutely love Hot Coral. It's a very, very powerful shade, but it gives you a nice rosy glow on the cheeks, and you don't need a lot of it. So you just pat the brush right in the middle area, and then find the apple of your cheek and pat on in an upward motion. So since you're going for that really light look, tap it into the color once and then just gently sweep it on so that you have enough for both sides of your face. Okay. Eyeliner. This is the MK eyeliner in black. It also comes in steely and deep brown. The waterproof eyeliner pencil comes, liquid eyeliner pen comes in black. Now, if you're going to the beach, going to the pool, that is the one that I would recommend because it won't come off when you get the water. So I like thicker eyeliner lines. So I usually start in the middle of my eye and then fan out and with my wrist to kind of create a cat eye in the corner. You can apply this how whatever floats your boat. This is just how I like to do mine. And then a lot of times I'll line my lower lashes and I'll go all the way to the end just because I prefer a little bit more drama with my eye colors. Let's go to this side. Now, if you ever mess up on the lower lashes, you know, you get a little out of the lines, I guess you could say. You can take an eye smudger brush and just smudge it so that it looks like you meant to do it. So I'm going to show you exactly what I mean. So, you know, the eye smudger brush, you could use a clean one like this. And then you just go in and gently buff around the eye liner. And that smooths out the hard lines. And it makes it look like you actually meant to bring your eyeliner down that far. So, can you see the difference when you actually line your eyes? Makes them look a little bit more open. Now I'm going to add mascara. I always do the mascara last because, as you can imagine, when you put on the powder, it'll fall onto your lashes. So I always do the mascara last. Now, this is the Lash Love Panorama, which I absolutely love because it grabs all of the eyelashes and coats them all. So it gives you a really big open eye look. So I always start at the base, wiggle up, and with this one you want to kind of turn the brush as you're wiggling up so that all of the zones get a chance to coat and grab the eyelashes that they're meant to. And then I just go back and I kind of cover the tips a little bit more. And I usually only put one coat of mascara on, but you can put on as many as you want, depending on how full you want your lashes to look. So, and then on the bottom, which is one of the harder areas to cover. So can you see the difference between the eyelashes on this side versus this side? I'm going to do the other side. You too can be a Mary Kay consultant. So again, starting at the base, we're going up and out. Turn your brush as you can. And then lower lashes again. Okay, so that's it with the eyes. Now when you're going to your lips, for the summertime, I like, again, light and airy. So a lot of times I'll just go with a bronze lip gloss or a coral lip color or something like that. So for purposes of today, I am going to wear Spice of Life because it's very subtle, but it also has a beautiful, beautiful color to it. And a lot of times I prefer to wear lip liners. Just because that's just my preference. So you don't have to wear a lip liner, and I'm not going to put one on today, but dark chocolate is actually my favorite. So remember, I've already primed my lips, so the lip color will go on even smoother. As you can see here. So this was actually a limited edition shade from last fall, 2019, Spice of Life. And I wear this shade a lot, as you can tell. So if you want to give it a little gloss, you can put some clear gloss over it, or Sparkle Berry, or Berry Dazzle. Those would be the ones that I would recommend. Or you can even put a little dab of Beach Bronze, and it'll give you a nice little pop. This is a semi-matte lipstick. Well, actually, it's a matte lipstick, I'm sorry. So there is no gloss to it. But it goes on very smooth. It does not dry my lips out, which is one of the reasons that I like it so much. And voila, I've got my 5-minute look. So if you have any questions, if you want to play in color, need a consultation, you know how to reach me.